Hello, good morning. This is Manuel welcoming you back to CaterGraphix. Today we're going to make a simple vector leaf design. So follow me as I make my drawing. Like I used to say in other tutorial, you must not be a professional, you mustn't be a pro to draw. You are also bound to make mistakes, okay? Mistakes are what makes your work perfect. So we're going to start with a simple drawing, but I'm going to point out something to you. There are three kinds of designs when it comes to leaf in an illustration. So we have the reality leaf, we have the abstract leaf, and then we have the logo leaf. Okay, the reality leaf have a stem. The abstract leaf probably might not have a stem, but the logo leaf doesn't have a stem but have a stroke between the stem. Okay, so let's get right into it. So to draw is very simple. Just going to put a trace at the end corner. You curve it a little, then bring it up, then curve it. Then the bottom side doesn't have any curve, just have a round curve all through till the end. Okay, see what we have here? This is just a sample of a leaf. So for this first one, we're going to make a logo leaf. So we're going to stroke it inside, probably this way. Okay, like I told you, don't need to be perfect. When we get into Illustrator, we are going to make it perfect. So this for the first one, this is a logo leaf. Okay, so the second one we are going to make is the abstract leaf. Abstract leaf doesn't have shapes like a real leaf. Sometimes it does, but in most cases it doesn't have shape like a real leaf. Like I said before, it doesn't have a stroke within the stem. So to make an abstract leaf, it looks like an egg but have a pointed edge. So we draw to the other side till it gets here, then we draw again to the other side till it gets here. So the difference between gets here now. Okay, so the difference between this point and this point is that this point have a longer space to the edge, but this point have a shorter space to the edge. So which means this point wins to be the backdrop. So this our abstracts and this our logo leaf. So the last one we're going to draw is the reality leaf. Okay, reality leaf, like I told you, it looks like it's a real leaf, but it doesn't have strokes after the stem. Strokes, I mean, is stuff like this. Okay, doesn't have stuff like this. Sorry for that. So how we make this simple, you just have to draw all through, then do the same curve like the other, then also get down here, but this time around this is going to have a stem. So we're gonna pull a stem inside of it, then pull it out all through. Okay, so this is what we have. We have the reality leaf, we have the abstract leaf, and we have the logo leaf. All are vectors. So to achieve this in your PC, what you need to do is to snap this. Make sure your camera is facing all through down. Don't swat it, don't bend it like as it is now. Make sure your camera is this way. Okay, it's totally opposite to the leaf. Then you can snap, and like I'm doing now, got what I want. Okay, so you can snap, and then we are good.
We are.
So
If
Illustrator. We drag this image into Illustrator. See what happens. It overlaps the borders of the artboard. Okay, and this is a very funny. I don't know. That's because of the resolution of the image is higher than the resolution we already have here. So to avoid this, in most cases it overlaps even more than that. To avoid that, you first move it to Photoshop. Anywhere in Photoshop can work. Then just hit enter. Then you can move it now to Illustrator. Minimize this. So move it down to Illustrator now. So we see it now. So we have it in a low resolution. So we're gonna work with this now. First of all, what you gotta do is to rotate it to be in the size or shape we want it to be straight. Very good. So we're going with the logo format first. So what you do, you pick your pen tool. People like working with the curvature tool. There's nothing bad with that as long as you know how to make your rotations and curves and stuff like that. You understand? So that's it. But I don't like using this tool. What I like using is the pen tool first, then later I use the curvature tool to smoothen the parts I want. So what we do, we just pin to edges you know that are relevant. Okay, pin to edges that are relevant. Then make sure you untick this. This is showing this white border because this is on. You have to off it, so you have only the blue line or the red line or whatever line you have there. So you stroke in, you stroke out. So we have this space in the middle now. So now we can enable this by clicking this. Okay, enable this by clicking this. We have it. So this is not the shape we're looking for. So to achieve that, just click on the curvature tool and zoom closely. Then what you do here is to pick points from these edges that are not aligned well to arrange them to the format you like. So first we pick this to this edge, and we pick this to this edge, then we curve these parts. Okay, curve this part and we curve this part up. Then we bring this part down to match with this. You see what we got now? So we curve this part, we curve this part, we bring this all closely to this. Then here we double click to make this edge curved, or probably we stretch it a little further. Then select the direct selection tool, then click on this anchor point. This is called an anchor point. Click on this anchor point once, then draw it closer to make a curve of this. Okay, so look at what we have now. We have a curve here, so we can still click on this and bring it closely to the other. Very good. So this is what we have now. If you watch here, there is no smooth line here. You can still click on this to make it smooth with this curvature tool. See it? See the line is making this part smooth now. Okay, or you can likewise select the curvature tool and pick on that and curve it to the size you want. But if you are getting this mistake, you see, it's not trying to align to the part I want it to. It's just jumping the pixels. So what we're gonna do is to go to view, then not view, go to Windows. It's view. So go to views, scroll all the way down till you see snap to pixel, untick it. Okay, so now we can curve to whatever shape we want. See, so we have what exactly we want. So we are done with the first shape. We are gonna go into color or start making caricature of it now. So we are gonna go next to the other shape with the same style of format. We do this other one. Click to the edge, click to the edge, click to the edge, and join it here. So we pick the curvature tool, curve, we curve. Make sure your curves look very realistic. Okay, curve. So since we curve now, we can use the pen tool to make this part smoother than it is, make this other part smoother than it is. Also, like I told you, use the curvature tool. So we move to the next, which is this. So how we do this, how we create this is we create the leaf first before we create the stem. Okay, create the leaf before we create the stem. So we are done with the leaf. We make the curves as we did in the above. Okay, and the curves as we did in the above. So we don't need this line because it is causing a havoc between this anchor point and this anchor point. See what is there? Look at what we are having there. So what we do is just, if you find a fault like that and there are two anchor points that goes correctly to a smooth surface, what you're gonna do is just delete that anchor point. You have your smooth surface. So before then we have something like this. Then if we delete, click on the anchor point and delete it, we don't have any disturbance like that anymore. Okay, sorry about that. So we have a leaf, but we are missing the stem. So what we do here, we reduce the opacity of this so we can see the line through the stem and create the stem. So you go to Windows, open your opacity. Where are you? Think that opacity is not alone. Opacity should be with another work tool. Let's see. Okay, it's in transparency. So we go to transparency. Why I'm doing this, I have it already. Okay, I'm just trying to show you how to get those stuffs. So see transparency, we click on it, then transparency will appear. Just like click on transparency, it appears. Okay, so now we have transparency. Click on this percentage, then you can reduce it. No, we are not reducing everything. We are reducing transparency of this, not the transparency of the one beneath. Okay, click on this, click on transparency, then reduce. Okay, we have transparency reduced to 50% or 60% is okay. Okay, so now we can draw above. So we select, click, click, and click. Okay, so just like we did in the other one, we can extend this to a long space, then we still use that same thing. Click on it first, then draw a curve. Okay, so we have our stem now, but something's missing here. Oh, let's just leave it like this just for the tutorial purposes. So now we are going to increase the opacity of this back to what it have been. So we have this, so this above, remember this is above this. So now let's start creating the reality from this. We are going to make some shadows to make this leaf look a little more like a vector file that is used for a reality 3. Okay, so here we select our color. You can pick dark green. You can also select your color from this palette over here. Click on it, then select your color from here. You can also select your color from here. Okay, so whatever, but the difference is this: if you are selecting color from this palette, it means you see the preview of the color you are selecting. But if you're selecting from here, you don't see the preview of the color you're selecting, see, until you apply. Okay, but this, as you click on it, you see the preview immediately. So we're going to select this dark one, or we're going to make it look as though it is a tree leaf. So we select and make this dark green. Okay, so this stem, let's get back to dark green too. Then this one, let's make it this green. Very good. So now we have this. We want to make a shadow here, so the leaf will look a little more realistic. So we pick this tool also. We go here, we just draw a line. You can just draw anything you feel like drawing. It doesn't matter, just draw outside it. Then where the trick lies is this: you select, you hold your shift key, select this one, and make sure the outside one also is selected. So when they both are selected, you go to your shape builder tool, click on it, then hold the alt key. The alt key is a minus sign on this arrow, but if you remove it, you see a plus sign. So what it means is this: if we hold a plus sign and stroke on this, it's totally going to join the leaf with the shape we just created now. Okay, and that's a bullshit. That's not what we want. So we hold the alt key to minus front. We minus the front from this, so we have another stroke another layer inside this leaf. If you watch, we have two leaves now. Okay, so now what we're going to do is select this tool and click outside, so it will deselect everything. So this one, we are going to move it under this stem. So we go to click option. Remember, it's above this stem and it's not right. So click option, click on arrange, then it says send back, send backward. Okay, see it, I've gone to the back. So now we're going to make some little curves. Okay, we'll make some little curves, little curves are going to come from here. Okay, so here we are going to select a lighter green. Okay, find something lighter. Let's see if this works. No, I don't like this. So to blend the color you want perfectly, this is where you go. Okay, so we select this and find a color that works for us. I like this color because it works better than the other. So this is what we have for this. So we move to the next. What we're going to create here is just the same thing we did in the other. Just going to make this color dark, then we have to stroke. We have to draw our thing outside like we did in the other one. Then selection tool, then hold shift and select the both of them. Okay, make sure the both of them are selected, then click on the shape builder to hold the alt key and deselect from the outside. Don't make sure it doesn't get inside. Okay, if you get inside, you're going to lose part of that. So hold alt key and select from outside, then click on the selection tool again, click outside, then select only one, then you go back here, you select the color you want to make relevant. So we have this color, but we want it to be a little bit darker, so bring it down a little. Very good, we have that. So the last one we are going to make it dark green still. Then we are going to make our line 2 from the inside. Make sure it doesn't touch the other part. Very good. So we select. I'm not using any fast forward for this video, so I want it to be very clear and easy, so we're going to spend your time and data on it. So we still select out, then select only this one, then we can curve this edge to look like a real tree. Okay, we can do further tweaking by touching this leaf. Okay, so let's try the puppet warping. This is the puppet warping. You can use it to customize the edges. So cool. So we have that in the puppet warp. Then this one particularly, very good, very good. So zoom closely to see what you are doing perfectly. So if you notice here, we have some anchor points here that doesn't work very well, so we are going to delete them because they are making a mess of this shape. Delete this anchor point, click on this one, delete, click on this one, delete. So we have this now. Okay, so we do the same thing, selection to select only this one, then we have to, now we want to use this color to replace here. So what we do is just click on this eyedrop tool, then click on the color you want. As long as you're selecting that layer, click on the other color wherever it is. If it is this color, select it. If it's this color, select it. So we have what we are looking for. So that's how to create simple shapes. Now you can delete the back one we have here. So what we have is this. So that's it guys for today.